Once upon a time, in a land called Israel, there lived a young shepherd boy named David. David was not ordinary. He had a heart full of faith and a spirit brimming with courage. David had 7 older brothers, and his family lived in the town of Bethlehem. While his older brothers were big and strong, David was the smallest and often spent his days tending the sheep. He loved to play his harp and sing, and he trusted in God very much. One day, the great prophet Samuel came to David's house. God had sent Samuel to anoint a new king for Israel. Imagine the surprise when God told Samuel that none of the strong, tall brothers were to be the new king, but little David was. Samuel anointed David with oil, marking him as the chosen future king. Time passed, and the mighty Philistine army challenged Israel. They had a giant warrior named Goliath, who was taller than any tree David had seen and very fierce. Every soldier in the Israelite army was too afraid to fight Goliath. But David, with his steadfast faith and courage, volunteered to face Goliath. King Saul, the current king, was doubtful, but allowed David to do what he believed God had called him to do. Armed with only his sling and 5 smooth stones, David approached Goliath. The giant laughed at this puny opponent, but David, filled with bravery, declared, "You come against me with sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord." With a swift, sure movement, David slung a stone that struck Goliath on the forehead. To everyone's amazement, the giant toppled over, defeated not by the strength of arms, but by a boy's faith and courage. David's victory over Goliath marked the beginning of many adventures, and eventually, when the time was right, he became king. As King David, he ruled justly and loved his people dearly, all while never forgetting his faith in God, which was stronger than any giant. And so, the shepherd boy from Bethlehem showed the world that true bravery comes from a good heart and a courageous spirit, reminding us all that even the smallest among us can do great things.